I guess I should tell you guys something. I'm moving. And I knew that I was probably gonna cry. I feel different. I really do. I hope you're having an amazing day today. I'm so excited to be coming back at you with another vlog. Vlogging has been so fun for me lately. It just feels like I'm finding my groove again with YouTube. And I just like sharing my life with you. It's like we're hanging out. I can update you on all the little things because I love to do that. I'm generally doing that on, sorry, I'm setting you up on Instagram on a regular basis. So if you guys aren't following me, it's at Zoey Arielle, and that's where I give you kind of like day-to-day updates about what I'm doing, how I'm adjusting my routine and implementing all my habits. So be sure to follow me on there. And to start this video off, I want to give a big thank you to Louisa. So Louisa, you guys always know I'm such a fan. I partnered with them in the past. So Louisa is a jewelry company. You guys often see me sporting all the Louisa pieces. I want to show you my new favorite earrings by Louisa. How beautiful are they? I'll be sure to show you more of my favorite pieces across the screen because my collection is growing, and I'm just like so happy and grateful to always partner with such an amazing company. So a few of the reasons why I love Louisa is because the quality is top notch and there's no luxury markup, which means that, like, for example, this Valentine's Day sale that I'm promoting for you guys, you get 15% off, but the prices begin at $39, which is absolutely incredible. And it's just the perfect way to gift someone special in your life or gift yourself, okay? You all deserve the abundance that is Louisa. These pieces last for long periods of time. There's no tarnishing because they use the finest noble metals, and they also create their jewelry in limited batches, which means that it is created with intention and consciousness. They have such beautiful, beautiful, delicate designs. And I mean, I can't get over these earrings. I just think they're so beautiful. To get 15% off, you'll just have to follow the link down below. So be sure to do that. The last day to guaranteed standard shipping before Valentine's Day itself is for the US, Tuesday, February 2nd, and for international would be Monday, February 5th. So take advantage now. Go click the link down below if you want something beautiful for yourself or if you want to treat someone special in your life. So yeah. Anyways, love Louisa. Can never say enough magical, wonderful, beautiful things about them. So thank you for sponsoring this video. And yeah, I'm feeling really good today. I want to update you guys on a few things before we like go underway with this vlog. And that's that I actually hired a new coach. I put out the feelers to the universe. I'm like, I want a coach that's really gonna push me into that uncomfortable place where I am challenged to really up-level my self-worth in like big ways, like kind of like a mastermind energy. And so I put out feelers for that. And thanks to Clubhouse, I found my new coach. So my new coach is Marcel Klein. He does some amazing rooms on Clubhouse that are all around reprogramming your subconscious. And I just got off of a mastermind call with a few of us. I think there was like 6 of us on the call, and we were sharing what our goals were and how we've like really challenged ourselves to pursue the up levels in our life. And it just was so great. Like, I'm just so happy with the connections that I've made, one from Clubhouse and the connections that I've made from this mastermind, and how much has actually shifted and transformed in my life thus far. So if you guys don't know who Marcel is, he's like a 22-year-old like billionaire who hypnotizes people. So I've been hypnotized by him once. He's gonna hypnotize me again on Monday, and I feel different. I really do. And it's awesome. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna make lunch right now. I'll show you guys what I make. All right, guys, so this is my bowl. I created basmati rice, which I put a little bit of rice vinegar on, and I cut up 2 little packages of these little seaweed snacks nori, because I'm seriously out of groceries, like seriously out of all fresh produce now, because I cut up some orange bell peppers and some tofu, and what I did was I mixed up this mixture with rice vinegar, some ginger, and some sesame seeds, and let that marinate while the rice cooked. So I have kind of like a Asian style bowl, and I am so excited to dive in. And then I'm also excited because later this evening, Lan and I are doing a Whole Foods haul. It feels so good to just buy the vibrant organic produce, especially when there's nothing left in your fridge like me. I don't even know where this week went, to be honest. I meant to vlog on like Monday and all of a sudden it's Friday and here we are. Okay, so I have actually just started reading this book called Rich as Fuck by Amanda Frances, and it is so good. She's an incredible money coach. She really is the money queen. And reading this book, as you guys can see, I put sticky notes in it, and I made a post on Instagram about this today, but I'll share it with you right now too, is that when I get new books, what I like to do is separate the book into about 30-page increments so that when I'm intending to read, and now marking it on my habit tracker that I've like read each day, I read up to the next sticky note, like you can see here. So by splitting this book into 30-page increments, I'll finish this book in 8 days if I don't read more, right? But reading in 30-page increments is the minimum that I've set for myself. So yeah, I wanted to share like the newest read with you guys and also how I do that because it feels so satisfying. I don't know about you, but me, I love to buy books, okay? So I listen to audiobooks every single day too when I'm getting ready, but there are some books in which I like to sit down and read physically. They tend to be more spiritual books. I don't know, let me know what you guys, how you guys like to read best. I don't read storybooks really. I think The Alchemist was like the last storybook I read and I'm pretty sure I listened to that. So yeah, I'm sitting down right now. I have actually been using this app on my phone called Forest. It's like $2 or $3 Canadian. And what happens is I set about 30 minutes aside for myself to read. I'm gonna read for longer, but I just wanted to start with 30 minutes. And what happens is I set it for 30 minutes, my phone is locked, I'm not allowed to touch it, not allowed to go on it. And while I'm on this productivity app, a tree is growing for me. So this tree is growing on the app and I'm not allowed to touch my phone because if I touch my phone, I kill the tree. So that's sitting over there, and then after, of course, I'm done reading my increment of my book, I'm gonna take it off the habit tracker. So I have accumulated a pile of books over the last year and a half being back in Canada, spiritual books that I bought, books that sparked my interest, books that seem to show themselves very synchronistically again and again and again. I know we've all had that scenario where you don't find the book finds you. I really decided that moving into 2021, I was gonna make more of an effort to read, as I shared with you, and this has been really helping. It also just really helps to create that space and time in each day because I know that reading books makes me feel so aligned, makes me feel so inspired. And so quickly, like for example, this week, a week goes by and you know, what if I set aside time to read a book, right? I could consume so much more knowledge. So this is just something I'm doing, and this is the book that I'm reading, and I'm gonna get back to reading it, and then I'll take it off the habit tracker. I'm also having another coffee because I felt like it. After lunch, sometimes I tend to crave like dark chocolate, so I had like a little square of dark chocolate with peppermint, and I made myself this, I guess it's a chocolate truffle flavored espresso. I feel like I showed you guys this in the last vlog, so enjoying it. But it's just such a good Friday. I don't have school on Fridays, yes. So it's nice. I just have had such an abundant day with clients and my mastermind and like reading more. I just feel like this is setting a really good tone to the weekend. All right guys, I want to show you the lake is trying to freeze. It's really pretty. Let's go out here. Check it out. All the winter vibes for you. But yeah, you can see that ice is starting to form. Keep you posted. Hey guys, it is the next day now. I am chilling on the couch. You know, different day, so different Louisa pieces I have to show you. So I've got this chain and matching bracelet on. And yeah, I've got my ear huggies in, right there. And I'm not wearing makeup today. I wanted to first of all show you guys that my skin, I know that there's redness there, but all the bumps are like gone. My skin has cleared up immensely since the master cleanse. It's been a couple weeks now since getting off the cleanse, but my skin has only gotten better, which is wonderful, and I'm so grateful for it. And yeah, as you guys know, I've shared some products with you in the last vlog. I generally use all like Sunday Riley products, and they've completely changed my skin, especially Good Genes and Luna. I'm also not wearing makeup today because I wanted to give my skin a break, but I went and did an energy healing today, and I knew that I was probably gonna cry for periods of time, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother with the makeup. And so now we're at this portion of the vlog when we're gonna have a heart-to-heart, because I learned more things about myself and I want to share, because that's what I do on here. So I had a 90-minute Reiki session. So Reiki is a type of energy healing, and I can go into more detail if you guys want to know more about what that experience is like, or how it feels, or what comes from it. But it's basically when you allow a practitioner to work with your energy and to clear out any blocks, and that may arise like in different chakras, different areas of your body. So as soon as the Reiki session started, like, you know, it's natural for like memories and things to like show up, and your body might feel warm or tingly or something like that. And anyways, what ended up happening is that all of a sudden the music stopped when the practitioner was working on one specific side of my body, I guess near my liver. And she said, there's like trauma that you're holding on to, and the music doesn't stop like this, so we need to talk about it. Normally I speak about it after the session, but something's telling me that we need to talk about it now. And so she said, there's something that you're really holding on to around disappointment. She said, I'm getting a vision, can I share it with you? And I said, yes. She's like, okay, so you're a very young girl, you're beside water, trees. I grew up on Vancouver Island, so I thought immediately like, oh, she's probably tuning into maybe when I was camping, or maybe when I was at a cabin or like a cottage type style. There's like a lot of lakes in BC too. And she's like, you're sitting by the water, and she's like, you're deeply sad. She's like, do you remember this? And I said, no, but like it could have been various times. She's like, it has to do with your father. And I was like, okay. And she's like, there's a fear of disappointing him. And she's like, you're like 6, 7, something like that. And she's like, I want to clear this for you, but there's obviously this subconscious resistance, right? Because the body holds the trauma, and trauma is anything that you go through that hurts you when you're younger, or anything that you hold on to. Like, I think people might think that trauma is like, how do I say this, an extreme word. Like, it's only traumatic if it's like you got into a car accident, or like some type of accident, or there was a very significant moment in time. But trauma can be anything that we hold on to and keep in our bodies. It doesn't have to be a specific scenario. And I can't remember what memory it was that she was picking up on, what vision she had. Okay, Google, stop. I have to take my potatoes out. I'm making my amazing Greek potatoes, and it's time to peel that off the top, I guess, so they can cook for another 45 minutes. Okay, so I don't know the memory that she's picking up on, but this was a time in which I was experiencing some type of trauma, so I was holding things in my body. Okay, Google, 45-minute timer. 45 minutes. Ooh, crispiness. These smell so good. I have to show you guys. So I'm just going to mix them around a little bit and toss them back in for another 45 minutes so they can get crispy and delicious. And I'm so excited because I haven't really ate much today. And okay, so I don't know what this memory is, but I started to lean into it. I started to repeat this mantra to myself: I surrender to the healing, I surrender to the healing. And as I remembered that, this feeling of disappointment, I'm like, what is this with fearing that my dad's like disappointed in me? Because my dad's the best dad ever, and he tells me that he's proud of me and all this, but why is there always this thing around me not wanting to disappoint my parents, more like specifically my dad? And I just leaned into the emotion, I leaned into the energy of it, and all of a sudden I just started to like cry, right? So then the tears started. I was having the emotional release in the Reiki session. So I'm crying, and what comes to my mind is that the one thing that I want the most in this world, and like the one thing that I want the most, is I want my dad to be proud of me. And I feel like I want my dad to be proud of me for a number of reasons. One, because he was like my best friend. He like basically saved my life. You guys know a lot of the stuff around my mom. Let me just fix the... And I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't for my amazing dad, who played like the role of two parents, who took me camping, took me skiing, like just showed me like all the fun and like abundance of life. And I'm so grateful for my dad, and I think that's why I feel so deeply that I want him to be proud of me. But then the healing aspect is like, what's the fear then? Like, what is this fear of disappointment if all you want is dad to be proud of you and you don't feel that way yet? Like my dad says I know that it's all me because I just don't accept. I know that when I hear my dad say he's proud of me and stuff, I have such a hard time receiving the words of others and having them download into my being. And so the opposite of that is that I'm afraid that he's going to be disappointed in me. Why am I afraid that he's going to be disappointed in me? Because also the Reiki practitioner said like there's a lot of like mom stuff. When I was younger, and more specifically when I was that young age, I was deeply sad about disappointing my dad because my mom had already energetically disconnected from me. She was already like not wanting me, right? Like, and I felt very unwanted by her. And my dad, who was always like showing up, I think I always had this fear that like what would happen if like dad decided he didn't want me to, or dad left, or like something happened to dad. And I would always be so deeply sad and scared about that because he was like my one person. And I was afraid that something would happen to my dad, or like he would be disappointed in me. Like my mom was always seemingly disappointed in me, and then he would leave too. And like even now it's like bringing up the emotions. A huge fear that I have is that my dad isn't going to be proud of me. And I know that that's just an illusion because like he always tells me that he is, and that's what it is. But this is something that I have to work through on my own. I have to accept that I'm like worthy of a parent, like my dad being proud of me. Because imagine also too, I was this young child who was very unwanted by her mother, and my mother's behavior, she was always drinking, smoking. Like I would come home from school and she'd be passed out. She'd forget to come pick me up from school because she got drunk in the middle of the day, and I would come home and there'd be empty bottles, and I thought she was gonna die. Like I spent the majority of my childhood thinking that like my mom, the way that she was treating herself and the way that she continued down this path, that she was probably gonna die. And I know that sounds really, I'm just being honest here because I think this is all a learning opportunity for all of us as I am navigating this and releasing it and becoming aware of it. But imagine a child living in that state, living in this constant state of like, you have to spend like 50% of the time with your mom, 50% of the time with your dad. You have one household where you feel very unwanted. Someone is always disappointed in you, and their actions are so reckless that you worry, even though they don't appear to show you love and affection, you deeply love them and want their affection, and they're turning their life into a train wreck. And then you have the 50% of the time you're with this amazing human being who's giving you like, showing you all the possibility of life, all the abundance of life, fun and like quality time. Because these are polar opposites. You'd be so scared that if something happened on this side and this person decided that they didn't want you like that one, right? I would feel abandoned. Completely abandoned by the universe, completely abandoned by source. So it's what's interesting about, you know, all these different healing modalities is we're always digging into our subconscious to pull these things out. Because now that I'm aware that I had this deep fear of my dad being disappointed in me and understanding where that comes from, now I can just, you know, I can relax. I'm 29 years old. Like I talk to my dad all the time, just got off like a FaceTime with him, and like we have a beautiful relationship, and I'm so grateful for that. I can let go. Like the child in me who has held on to the trauma can let go now, because holding on to it in my body, it's just going to manifest into sickness, right? Louise Hay's work, David Hawkins' work. emotion is energy in motion. Okay, so if we're feeling an emotion, we suppress it. If we're feeling like fear and anxiety as a younger child, we're just holding. And imagine it's so heavy, right? So yeah, that's something that happened today. And so I'm just relaxing. I intended I was gonna do a lot of work today, but like, I just need to give myself permission to rest and feel into this. So the lake froze today, guys, by the way. I don't know if I told you that, but it's frozen. That top layer there, frozen. That's why you can't see any waves. I guess I should tell you guys something. I'm moving. I know the last time that we spoke, I mentioned to you guys when I was on the, or it wasn't the last time I spoke, but, well, actually I think I was in this outfit. So the last time we spoke in this outfit, in my space outfit, I told you guys that I just really feel this pull to move somewhere and a much warmer place. And I woke up this morning. I've had a lot of synchronicities in the past week, or since I said that to you guys, that Toronto's not my forever home. I want to move. I think I just don't feel like I'm supposed to be here much longer in the span of my life. And a lot of synchronicities have shown themselves, and I've been paying attention. I've been listening to the signs that I've been given. And when I woke up this morning, when my alarm went off, and I asked Google how, I don't want to like set her off, but I asked Google what the temperature was, and she was like -10 feels like -20. And I was like, holy shit, like we're just in January and Canada just put on this international travel ban until May. So, you know, the Sagittarius in me is like, okay, well, perfect. We got to make our plan then, because I asked myself in the moment when I felt like such a visceral response to Google telling me that it was -10 degrees and feels like -20, I was like, that's not who I am. That is not who I am. I do not live in such cold environments. That's not my ideal place. I'm gonna ask you a question. I think this will grant you a lot of clarity too. If money wasn't a thing, if nothing was seen as bad, if everything was easy, right? And you could, if nothing mattered, where would you want to live? Where would be your ideal place to live? Because mine is not Toronto, and mine is not necessarily Canada. So I have mentioned to you guys my goal for this year, like what I'm intending on doing is buying a property, and I'm gonna buy a house on Vancouver Island because that's where my family is, and that's what feels like the right thing to do. Because even though that may not necessarily always feel like home, there is home there. There is my people there. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do this year. And I'm giving myself a year because I'm in film school. I will finish up at the end of 2021. And unless I get some type of major life-changing opportunity in Toronto, I don't believe I'm staying. So I wanted to say this to you guys because this is what's been on my mind. This is what's like really become very clear to me. And when I left the house today and I was like in an Uber driving through the city of Toronto, I had the same feeling that I had when I was in Toronto and I had already bought my ticket to Rome. It was like, this is only for a short period of time. So like enjoy it while it's here, because you're not gonna be here anymore. And there's also this detachment feeling, because it's also the same feeling that I had when I returned back to Rome, knew that I was moving back to Canada 3 months later. It was this same feeling of like, I'm detached now. This is not my city anymore. It doesn't feel like mine anymore. I know that I'm meant to be somewhere else. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to set my intention into motion and put it out there, and we'll see how it all unfolds. But yeah, I guess like at the end of the year, my Toronto chapter is complete, unless divine intervention occurs. Just wanted to tell you guys, keep you up posted, right? Because I like the vlogs. I like how we can watch the unfolding of everything. Anyways, my Greek potatoes are almost ready, and I'm gonna take them out and I'm gonna end this vlog. But I wanted to show you guys because they're so good. I'll leave the recipe down below. They're getting real crispy. Wow. Wow. I so deeply wish you guys could smell the masterpiece that is these Greek potatoes. I've put them in a vlog before. I love it when you guys tag me on Instagram and tell me that you made the potatoes because they always look so good and then it inspires me to make the potatoes again. It is a process, like you leave them marinating overnight, but oh my god, it is so fun to make them and they're so delicious. So I'll leave that vlog down below and I'll also leave the recipe down below for you guys, because I think that you should try them out. If you haven't yet, this is your sign. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to show you guys the finished product. I'm gonna make a Greek salad with them. I went to Whole Foods yesterday and they didn't have the vegan tzatziki that I really liked, but I bought this cucumber and dill dip. So yeah, it's made with vegetables, cold crafted raw, and nut-free goodness. So it's much lighter of a sauce because the other one is made with cashews. But anyways, I'm going to enjoy this late afternoon lunch, a lunch dinner. And yeah, thanks for tuning into the vlog, guys. And don't forget to check out Anna and Louisa with the link down below to get 15% off of their Valentine's Day sale. Honestly, you guys, the pieces are exquisite. They are such quality, so beautiful, and I wear them every day, as you know. So don't miss out, get 15% off, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!